These chewy cookies are so delicious. They are guaranteed to get you on Santa's good side. They are packed with flavor from molasses, ginger, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And even though they are egg-free and dairy-free, they are still the softest, chewiest ginger cookies ever. Hello, and welcome back to my vegan holiday recipe series. In this video, we are making some ginger cookies that are seriously addictive and super easy to make. So let's get started. Alright, so first things first, we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and then we are going to line a few baking sheets with parchment paper. This recipe is going to make about 15 large cookies, so plan accordingly depending on the size of your baking sheets. Now, I'm going to use a stand mixer for this recipe, but you could certainly mix it by hand if you want. It's just going to take a little bit more muscle. So we're going to start with a bowl of our stand mixer and add in 10 tablespoons of vegan butter spread, 1 cup of sugar, 6 tablespoons of unsulfured molasses, and half a tablespoon of vanilla extract. And we're just going to mix that up with the paddle attachment, starting on low speed and increasing to medium-high. If you only have vegan butter sticks instead of a vegan butter spread, you can still use that. It'll work just fine. The cookies just won't be quite as soft. When it comes to the molasses, I don't recommend using blackstrap molasses because it could be pretty bitter, but any other kind of molasses that you want to use should be fine. Anyway, when your mixture starts looking like this, after about 2 or 3 minutes, you are ready for the dry ingredients. So we're just gonna sift together 2 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, half a tablespoon of cinnamon, half a tablespoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of salt. Whisk that up and then add about half of it to your stand mixer and mix it in. Once that half has been incorporated, then you can just add the rest and you should have a soft batter that looks like this. Alright, so next we're just gonna scoop out the cookies and put them on the baking sheet. You also want to prepare a little bowl or a small rimmed plate of sugar to roll your cookies in. I know a lot of people like to use an ice cream scoop to try and keep their cookies the same size, but I actually prefer to weigh my dough just so that I know it's exactly the same size. But do whatever you prefer. If you're gonna weigh them, 50 grams is a good size for some nice large cookies. Once you've got your dough, you're just gonna roll it into a ball and roll the ball around in the sugar to coat it, and then we could just pop this right on to one of the parchment lined baking trays. Once you have a tray ready to go, you can put it straight in the oven. There is no chilling required for this recipe. And these are just gonna bake for about 10 to 13 minutes until the bottom of the cookie starts to turn just a little bit golden. Your time may vary depending on the type of tray that you're using, so make sure that you go by appearance rather than just going by time. So once those are done, we're gonna put the tray over on a wire rack to cool for about 5 minutes, and then we will just transfer those cookies directly to the wire cooling rack. So I prefer eating these cookies just like this, but if you want, you could also dress them up with some white chocolate and vegan Christmas sprinkles. You could either drizzle the white chocolate on top, or you could dunk in half of it into the white chocolate and then just let it set on a wire rack. And that's it. These cookies are so loaded up with flavor. They are just so warm and spicy and delicious. And the soft, chewy texture is amazing. I promise you, if you make these, no one is going to miss the dairy or the eggs. Well, that is the end of this video, but if you want more holiday recipes, make sure you're subscribed and check out the playlist at the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here with me, and happy holidays!